Pessoal, sejam muito bem-vindos a mais um vídeo. Não se esqueça de curtir o vídeo, se inscrever no canal e bora, tá jogando, gente? Voltamos aqui com o nosso Fallout. E sim, conseguimos pegar todas os assentamentos que estavam liberados, né? Eu vi que o Preston ia ficar mandando ir pra lá e pra cá, não ia dar muito certo, ele não ia mandar pegar todos os assentamentos. Consegui, na verdade, que ele, depois daquele último vídeo, né, foi só mais um. Ah, tá certo. Foi só mais um assentamento, né, que ficou faltando. Então com isso eu já dispensei o Preston. Eu peguei o Paladino. Tô aqui com o Paladino 10. E vou estar upando ele agora, né? Pra gente conseguir. Conseguir o ponto dele, né? E avançar com a história, né?
Dixie, of course. So you know it's gonna be fun. I love it. Damn Nuka-Cola song stuck in my head again. Misha really only has one rule around here. Anyone who goes up against us.
E na verdade ficou faltando só um assentamento. O Covenant. Faltando. Mas o Covenant tem uma missãozinha lá. Essa missão eu quero gravar. E. Só que eu não quero. Quero fazer elas muito certo. Vamos ver ele aqui.
Well, look who it is. Liking what you've done with the place, boss. The gang certainly seem pleased with their new little kingdoms. Haven't seen people this revved up since last time someone spiked the water fountains. Never formally introduced myself. Name's Shank. And if you're standing here, well, I suppose Gage figured you might be the one to finally get things back on track. How long did it take him to convince you it was time to move on the Commonwealth?
It sounded like a good idea.
Because it is. Giving the gang spots to call their own around the park, it bought you some goodwill. But providing them with their own domains, carved from the settlements of the Commonwealth, well, I can't think of a better way to solidify your place around here. Plus, make us all a pretty penny along the way. If that interests you, well, all you've got to do is say the word, and we can let the fun begin.
If I'm gonna do this, I don't want to hurt people.
No fun in that. But look, you're the overboss. You decide you want to sweet-talk the poor sods we're gonna be dealing with instead of filling them full of lead? That's up to you. But I can't change the fact that you're gonna have to run some people out of their homes so we can give them to the gangs. No one said being boss was gonna be easy. Now, you just say if this is something you're ready to move on.
I wanted to ask about your role in this.
I'm listening.
Which gang do you work for?
Don't work for the gangs. Gage brought me in to work for the overboss. Plan was I'd advise Coulter in his grand scheme to run roughshod over the Commonwealth. And despite Coulter's change of heart, I've kept my ear to the ground, just in case that day ever came. I'm hoping today might finally be it.
What is it that you get out of helping me do this?
I've been well taken care of up to this point. I ain't greedy, but people with my kind of talents aren't common. All I'm looking for is a continuation of the lifestyle I've become accustomed to. And the same piece of the Commonwealth pie everyone else around here has been itching to take a bite of.
So what exactly is it you do?
I'll walk you through all the ins and outs of getting us established on the other side of those mountains. Claiming territory, running jobs, keeping folks loyal. Gage and Coulter also tasked me with keeping on top of the goings-on back there. So I'll provide you with guidance on the places we can hit and the places we can't. Kind of makes me your one-stop shop for causing havoc in the Commonwealth.
That was all I had?
So, does that mean you're ready to begin?
Okay, let's get started.
Music to my ears. So getting us set up in the Commonwealth's gonna require 3 things. Territory, provisions, and loyalty. First things first, territory. We're gonna need to claim a settlement for our gang to work from, an outpost. And there are 2 ways to claim new territory. You can head in yourself and convince the locals to leave. Or I can get a crew together and you all can put them in the dirt. How you do it is up to you. So, first big decision. You want to talk them off their land? Or you want to wipe them out?
Let me talk to them. I'll convince them to leave.
Works for me. Once you've planted your flag in the place, I'll send a crew in to set up shop. Now, next up, you'll have to pick who you want to hold your outpost once it's established. Of course, every outpost you claim for a gang is going to be something the other gangs don't have. And none of them like the thought of their rivals getting a leg up on them. Worth thinking over as you dole out more territory. So, which gang should I have join you once you've staked your claim?
The operators.
Got it. I'm sure they'll appreciate you thinking of them. That just leaves the target. Now for a new outpost, you'll usually want to target a spot with plenty of populated settlements nearby that might be able to feed our people later on. Taffington Boathouse, Croup Manor, Greentop Nursery, the Slog all had a good number of farms within striking distance last I checked. Though I'll need to go through my notes again. Make sure they're all still good to target. We're not always going to be able to run every job against every settlement. So, you ready to pick the spot for Nuka World's first new homestead?
I'm ready.
Good. So, where you want to do this?
Deixar no Red Rocket. Que é meu. Fica perto de mim, eu controlo eles.
Wait, pretty sure that place is one of yours, boss. That's where you want to hit?
Does that matter?
Only if you want to keep control of it. Targeting a settlement for a job is gonna break whatever connections you might have had to the place. Worth taking a moment to consider how much you like having that spot under your thumb. So, that the target?
Vou manter.
That one's the target.
Just wanted to make sure. So, to get these folks to scram, you got 2 main options. Buy them out, or scare them off. Either way, the more afraid they are, the simpler or cheaper getting them gone will be. Lizzie Wyeth over with the operators should have some toys that'll make running them off easier. And it's worth keeping in mind, the more populated or fortified a place is, the more prep you're gonna want to do before trying to run them off. But ultimately, it's up to you, boss. Good luck.
falar com os operadores, né? Acho que esse menino
I'm not
aqui
much
é.
of a conversation.
Aqui é uma matilha.
Mason
Não lembro
earned his
bem, não.
place at the top. Don't forget that.
Onde que é? Acho que é esse aqui, né?
Hacking disciples. Bunch of
Ah, é aqui mesmo.
dressed.
Deixa eu falar com quem.
Made some good moves, boss.
Tá ali.
Just gave me what I was doing for once.
Any operator gets caught breaking a piece, I'll punish him
Hey there.
myself.
Have some work, overboss. That I think may be up your alley. Interested?
Uh-huh.
There's a cache of supplies that would do better in our hands than its current owners. I'd like you to take care of it.
I trust there will be something in this for me.
Not to worry, overboss. Successful jobs don't go unpaid among the operators.
My kind of work.
Excellent. Best of luck.
How you doing?
Overboss. Still game to close out that job for us.
Eu tava falando você. Vem cá, vem cá.
Who am I up against?
Olha, me ignorou.
William.
Make
Yeah.
yourself at home.
Cadê? Eu lembro que tinha algum lugar que eu pegava uma granada pra tirar o pessoal. Não é aqui, é lá
Respect around
embaixo.
here. You gotta earn it. Oh, it doesn't hurt.
Carrying too much gear is tactically dangerous, soldier.
É... ele indica?
Glad to see you back.
Não é que ele indicava.
Hey, Shank.
If things go poorly, well, you can always buy them all. And the more scared you make them, the cheaper it's gonna be. Careful with anything you get from the operators. Some disciple will.
Tá, aqui é uma tilha. Esse lá em cima. Esse aqui.
No need to worry, boss. We've got your back.
Cadê?
Remember, you won't see hidden copy codes without the glasses. Make sure you're wearing them while you search.
It ain't the big bad open boss. It showed up a year ago, huh?
É aqui. Aqui. Acho que é, viu? Ah, é aqui. Oi!
I heard you were looking for me?
You heard the alarm, right? That means someone's in the gauntlet. Looks like a real tough one, too. What happens next is up to you. You can take him on yourself in the arena, or I can make sure our little rat never gets out of the maze.
What happens if I choose to fight?
All you need to do is gear up and head for the arena. Bring whatever weapons and armor you want. Then we open up the door to the gauntlet and let in whatever dumbass scaver marks fell into the trap. After that, playtime. So what's the call, boss? You gonna give us a show or what?
E aí, luto ou não luto? Luto ou não luto? Luto.
Time to put on a show.
Hell yeah! No better way to earn the Raiders' respect than kicking some ass in front of a crowd. Just head for the arena whenever you're ready, boss.
Beleza. Mas não era com ele que eu quero falar. Tem uma mina que vende uma granada pra... Esse não tô, né? Às vezes ele me deu. Não tô. Será que tá em miscelânea? Acho que é esse. Acho que é com a chefe mesmo dos operadores. É ela mesma.
Farther away, boss.
If Lizzie asks you to volunteer for one of her tests, don't.
know how to live.
Ah,
The other
aqui.
gangs, guys, know their strong suit.
Hey there.
Overboss. A pleasure. Shank said you might need some tools to ease relations with the people of the Commonwealth. Well, you've come to the right place. I've put together a couple of toys that should make getting what you want out of those rooms easier. Only thing we ask in return is that you remember the operators when you're handing out new territory on the other side of the mountains.
What exactly have you got?
So, first up, something to manipulate a target. It's a homemade distillation brewed to mimic human flight pheromones. Toss one of these grenades at the feet of your target, and convincing the wary settler suddenly becomes a much simpler affair. Now, to function effectively, I had to make the formula precise. So it's not going to work on people in any of the big towns like Bunker Hill or Diamond City, nor on caravanners. But for your purposes, hitting settlements out in the Commonwealth, it ought to give you a serious edge.
So it only works at settlements. Are there any other restrictions I need to know about?
Nothing beyond that. I've been trying to get the formulas working better for more varied environments. But for now, the current brew should serve.
Take any advantage I can get.
Well, this should give you one. Here. Only had enough to make the one locally. But you can take the recipe as well, should you find yourself wanting more. So, the other trick up our sleeve is a little more broad spectrum than the grenades. Gulp down a couple lungfuls, and anyone you speak to will be far more apt to give you what you want. Plus, I've winnowed down the addiction risk to near zero, so no need to fear repeat usage. Here. Ingredients for that one have been tricky to find, but between that and the grenade, you should have no problem getting at least one settlement under your control before you have to brew up your own. And just remember us when you're crushing those poor settlers underfoot, hmm?
Beleza. Vamos lá.
Mags always saw the potential in this place, and she doesn't steer us wrong.
Never did get why Coulter brought in 3 gangs to keep local. I mean, he had us. Don't need the rest.
E agora a gente volta lá, vamos matar Sanctuary. E vamos pegar o... Como é que fala? O aceitamento pra eles, né?
Right at the top. Just like it should be.
I thought about trying my hand. Those disciples don't want to show their face. We ain't got anything.
Perdeu o elevador. Ele vai pegar o... Perdeu o tempo também. Ui.
Please stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténgase alejado de las puertas.
Espanholzinho, quase em português, hein?
We are now arriving at the station. Please be sure to collect any children and personal belongings before exiting the Nuka Express.
Cara, a eficiência do reator melhorou bastante. Eu usei esse reator faz umas 3 horinhas mais ou menos. Ele tá com 100%. Correndo pra lá e pra cá, né? Isso antes do vídeo. Eu fui pegar o paladino desse armador. Aí ele levou a gente lá pro dirigível. Aí do dirigível vim pra cá pra transferir as coisas pra ele. Transferi as coisas pra ele, aí eu fiz tudo isso pro vídeo, daí comecei a gravar.
Yeah. Just so hungry all the time. Don't try and run on that leg until you've patched it up.
Cicinha, passando. Só pra salvar, agora a gente vai. Tá pra lá.
Hey,
Where do you want me?
Yes.
Give me a laser rifle and my power armor, and I'll take on the world.
Farming's as honest work gets.
excuse me.
Out here, you gotta take things one day at a time.
Hey, you.
Yes? What do you want?
I'm here for your land. You should leave while you can still walk.
Whoa, whoa. Take it easy, all right? Look, can't just abandon this place. It's home.
I'm gonna make this easy for you. Take these caps and go.
Caps? For this? Yeah, fine. I guess it's all yours.
Beleza. Muitos cachorros também vão embora.
I'm going.
E aí, deu certo? Completei. De olho na gangue. Qualquer coisa eles saem mordendo todo mundo. Eu meto bala. O povo da gangue vai aparecer, não? Vou dormir um pouquinho. Pra ver se eles aparecem.
Yeah, I'm thinking this place will do. At least once we get some supplies coming in. You ought to head on back, boss. Let them know how it went.
Now that's what I call locked and loaded.
Mags, William, and Lizzie. All you have to do is get the Viking.
Tem que ir lá no... Resolver querer outros assentamentos também, né? Aí no favor. Só que eu tenho que ir fazer a missão lá da PowerPoint. um assentamento com a felicidade no máximo.
Remember, we're out here representing the Brotherhood. Make them proud. Cerveja para conseguir chegar lá, tá?
Reserve your ticket clear the and be the first to ride our angry anaconda coaster opening soon at Safari Adventure. Hello, and on behalf of the Nuka-Cola Corporation, we'd like to welcome each and every one of you aboard the Nuka Express monorail. For your own safety, please remain seated or utilize the provided handrail while the train is in motion. If you'll direct your attention to the right side of the monorail, you can observe Nuka World's famous Biz Top Mountain. Standing at over 100 meters tall, Biz Top Mountain is the largest man-made structure in Nuka World and features the 5-star Biz Top Grill. Coming up in the heart of Nuka World, Nuka Town, USA, featuring the Cola Cars Arena, the Brad Burton Amphitheater, and the Parlor Dinner Theater. And kids, don't forget to tell your parents to bring you to the Nuka-Cade, where you can play games and earn tickets to win fabulous prizes. From Nukatown, USA, you can access any one of our 5 individually themed parks. Experience the future at the Galactic Zone, or relive the Wild West at Dry Rock Gulch. Take a tour through the Nuka-Cola bottling plant, or visit Kitty Kingdom and meet the whole Nuka family. And finally, for the nature lover in you, travel to Safari Adventure and delight in over 100 different animal species from around the world.
Going around is that some big bad raider boss strolled into the Commonwealth and talked a group of settlers right off their land. Not too shabby. I'll make sure your cut of any caps the outpost pulls in are waiting in your quarters. So, now that we got part 1 on the books, we can move on to part 2, provisions. If you want to hang on to this newfound territory, you're going to need to convince a nearby settlement to start handing over shipments of supplies. I'll make sure those shipments get distributed direct to the outpost. Any caps they provide will be waiting in your trunk up in Fizztop. And the more a settlement produces for itself, the more of each we can get them to cough up. Now, like before, the method's up to you. You can try talking to them yourself, convince them to hand over the goods, or you and a crew can introduce some bullets to some kneecaps.
There any details I should know about these methods?
Well, these jobs run pretty similar to those for claiming territory. Using force will give you more places you can target. Plus, settlers can't just blow you off. You try scaring them into paying up without laying some groundwork first, it could end up being a costly endeavor. Now, any thoughts on how you want to do this?
Let me talk to them. I'll get them to hand over what we need.
To the next.
Sure. So, which crew you want keeping an eye on the place
Sim,
once you get them to bend the knee?
Oi, peraí. Fala de novo. Peraí. Deixa eu voltar aqui.
Shank.
Boss, back again. Was worried we might have scared you off. But who can keep away from a place like this? You decide how you want to convince these folks to pay up?
Let me talk to them.
Sure.
Oi.
So, which crew you want keeping an eye on the place once you get them to bend the knee?
The operators.
I'll send word along. Then all that's left is the target. Only wrinkle is that it's got to be near our crew's new outpost. No settlement's just gonna hand over goods if there's no one close by to follow up on threats. And if you ever want to see for yourself which settlements are within range of our outpost, you can check the map in your Pip-Boy. Farm called Abernathy's not too far from our new outpost. Might be a good place to hit if we can. So, where you want to do this?
Vamos lá. Fala, Cocó. Não, peraí. Garden é dos robozinhos, né? Vou pedir pra eles.
Huh. Was that? Believe that spot's one of yours, boss. Still want to proceed?
That one's the target.
Ruthless. So, to get these settlers to cough up provisions, they need to know that we aren't a crew to be trifled with. You can try... by convincing them to pay up, or you could rough them up some. Let them know we mean business. Tools from the operators could also make
Deixa eu
it
ver
life
pro caramba aqui.
easier.
Até que quebrou a árvore aqui do lado.
Operators on to...
Supporting the operators. Smartest thing a lot of us have done all that.
We'll take care of the territory, boss. After all,
Here.
kill for an actual lab, though it hasn't helped you.
Hey!
I wonder how much of Gage's little plan to impress Coulter wasn't just to make sure the bosses didn't take his head off too. So much money spent on this plan. Just to hop some soda. Sad, don't you think?
Excuse me.
Really making a place for yourself among the operators, aren't you?
Acho que eu não vai me dar. Se eu puder, caralho, nossa, que é isso?
Like how things are going, boss. We could get used to this kind of treatment.
Mano, você não vai.
Hey!
Always thought the parlor was a good pair.
Hey!
Hope the task isn't giving you too much trouble, Overboss. You're still
Tá, não vai dar muito certo. Quero ver como é que eu vou pra estabelecer a energia agora. Deixa eu falar com o Gage. Acho que é ele que vai me dar essa missão.
Here, you gotta earn it.
Come on, we know our side.
Leaving us hanging?
Nisha seems to think you could make a difference.
Excuse me!
Need something, boss?
Can you give me an update on Nuka World?
Don't worry about Nuka World for now. Stay focused on the Commonwealth, okay, boss?
Certeza?
No, nothing.
If you say so.
Vou ter que ficar indo pra lá e pra cá, então. Usina de energia. É, vou ter que ficar estabelecendo o ponto lá.
These are boring as hell.
Essa cerveja.
Showing the operators again.
Watch yourself.
Acho que vai melhorar, acho que não vai precisar. Como acabou o motor, talvez eu não precise de. Cerveja.
Please stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténgase alejado de las puertas. We are now arriving at the station. Please be sure to collect any children and personal belongings before exiting the Nuka Express. Parents, if you're looking for a refreshing way to make it through the day, try a Nuka-Cola Dark. Same great cola taste.
Eu acho que eu tô perto do berremonte. Não é por aqui que ele fica? Pela rota errada mesmo. Cerveja de novo.
Hey.
Hey, you want to tell me what you're doing here?
A cerveja ela aumenta carisma, né?
Hey. Hey, you want to tell me what you're doing here?
The
This place is gonna start giving me and my gang in Nuka World a cut of everything you grow, make, or find under the damn couch cushions. Understand?
That's an interesting proposal.
Yeah.
I'm sure we can come to some kind of mutual understanding.
Listen, you're gonna start working for me now, all right? Just keep the supplies coming and we won't have any problems.
Fine. If it'll get you off my back. Now please, get the hell out of here.
Beleza, conseguimos. Conseguimos. Agora a gente tem que voltar lá de novo. Beleza, então pessoal, vamos ficar por aqui. Não esqueça de curtir o vídeo, se inscrever no canal. Até a próxima. Valeu, falou e até mais.